Let us study about the semi-technical description of a typical flowering plant. So, whenever a flowering plant is described, it is described with the help of its various morphological features. So, till now we studied about almost all of the morphological features of a typical flowering plant, starting from the root, then we studied about the stem, then leaves, and then finally about the flower. So, using all these parts, we describe a flowering plant using the various morphological features present on it. Now, this description, it has to be simple, brief, in a scientific language, and in a proper sequence. All right. So, first of all, there's a proper order in which the morphological features of a plant are described. The description has to be brief, simple, using scientific language, and it has to be in a proper sequence. So, in the sequence, first we will describe the habit of the plant. What does it mean? It means what kind of plant is it, where it grows, what is the height of the plant, so whether the plant is aquatic or terrestrial, whether it grows on water or on land, whether the plant is a herb or a shrub or a tree. What is the shape of the plant? Are there any textures present on the morphological features? So all these constitute the habit of the plant. So first we describe the habit of the plant. Then we come to the vegetative structures of the plant. We describe the vegetative structures. What are vegetative structures? They are root, stem, and leaves. So whether the plant has a tap root or adventitious root, or it has a fibrous root, then any kind of modifications present in the root, or any kind of adaptations. Similarly, the stem of the plant we will describe whether there is any modification or any special characters, any adaptations. Similarly with the leaves. Alright, the colors of the leaf, the shape of the lamina, any modifications, adaptations, etc. After describing the vegetative character, we will describe about the floral characters. In floral characters, first we describe about the inflorescence. What kind of inflorescence is present in the flower? And then the flower parts. What kind of flower parts are present in the floral whorl? Alright, then after describing the floral characters, we draw a floral diagram and then we write the floral formula. Alright, so what is a floral diagram? A floral diagram is the diagrammatic representation of the flower, starting from the outer wall, that is calyx, to the central part, that is the gynoecium. The number of the floral parts, how they are arranged, and how they are related to each other inside the flower, it is represented with the help of a diagram, and that is called the floral diagram. Alright, now what is the floral formula? Floral formula is described with the help of certain symbols for each flower parts. Also for the inflorescence and types of symmetry, whether the flower is male or female, there's a specific symbols for each of these characteristics, and using those symbols we describe the flower and the flowering plant. So those symbols constitute the floral formula. Alright, so let us see the important symbols used in the floral formula. So, if the flower has bracts, then it is represented with the symbol Br, which stands for bracteate. Let me use a different color. I hope you remember what a bract is. If you don't remember, then you can go to that lecture where we studied about the structure of the flower and revise it. So if the flower is bracteate, it is represented in the floral formula using the symbol Br. Then K stands for calyx, C stands for corolla, P stands for perianth, I hope you remember what perianth means. A stands for andrecium, G stands for gynoecium, now if the ovary is superior, it is represented by a line drawn below G. So this line below G represents superior ovary. Similarly, if a line is drawn above G, it represents inferior ovary. Now if the flower is male, it is represented by this symbol. If the flower is female, it is represented by this symbol. If the flower is bisexual, it is represented by this symbol. Bisexual means both the male and female reproductive organs are present in the flower. Then if we talk about the symmetry, then this symbol is used to denote actinomorphic flower or the flower having radial symmetry, and this symbol represents zygomorphic flower or flowers having bilateral symmetry. Now suppose some of the parts are fused, then that fusion is represented by number of that part enclosed inside the bracket. So for example, if there are 4 calyx So 4 calyx will be represented as, for calyx we use K and we will write the number here 4. So this represents 4 calyx. Now if these 4 calyx are fused together, then that fusion is denoted by enclosing the number of those calyx inside the bracket. So 4 inside the bracket means 4 calyx are fused together. Alright? Similarly, if calyx and corolla are joined or attached to each other, so how is that represented? For that, we will write the symbol for calyx, which is K, and then corolla, C, and then there will be an arc or a line over these two symbols, like this. So this represents adhesion. That means the calyx and the corolla are attached to each other. Alright, I hope this is clear. So these are some common symbols which are used to describe a flower when we write a floral formula for that flower. Now let us look at the floral diagram. So as I said earlier, that a floral diagram provides information that how many parts are present in the flower, their number, how they are arranged in the flower, and how they are connected to each other. What is the relation between one part to the other, whether they are fused or whether there is any adhesion between two different parts. Alright, so whenever we draw a floral diagram, first of all we start with the calyx, which is the outer part. So suppose a flower has 4 calyx. So we will draw the calyx first. I am drawing the floral diagram for mustard. So it has 4 calyx arranged like this. Okay. In the mustard, the 4 calyx are arranged like this. We will start with the calyx. Whenever we draw the floral diagram first, we start with the outer whorl. So outer whorl is the calyx. And then we go inside in a successive manner. First calyx, then corolla, then androecium, then gynoecium. So after the calyx is done, we will draw the corolla. So corolla will be like this. The mustard plant has 4 corolla. Then we will draw the androecium. Let me choose a different color. Two androecium on the lateral side and then 4 here. So it has total 6 androecium arranged in a special manner. We will write about this arrangement using the floral formula so that it will be more clear to you. After we are done with the androecium, we will draw the gynoecium. So the gynoecium of the mustard is somewhat like this. Alright, now there's one more term when we talk about the floral diagram, which is the mother axis. The mother axis is usually represented with the help of a dot or a circle, usually at the top of the floral diagram. So what is the mother axis? A mother axis is usually the stem or the branch on which the flower is developed, and the side where the mother axis is drawn, it represents the posterior side of the flower. Alright, so this is the floral diagram of mustard plant. So after the floral diagram, we will write the floral formula for it. So with the help of the diagram, let us start writing the floral formula. If you remember the sequence, we will have to describe the plants and the floral parts in a proper sequence. So whenever we write the floral formula, first of all we write about the symmetry of the flower. So here the flower is actinomorphic. So for actinomorphic, we will use this symbol. Then the androecium and gynoecium both are present. That means this flower is bisexual. For bisexual, we use this symbol. Then we start with the outer wall, that is the calyx. For calyx, we use K as the symbol. Now we will write the number of calyx. So there are total 4 calyx, but their arrangement is in a unique way. 2 plus 2. 2 calyx on the inside and 2 calyx slightly inside, and 2 calyx overlapping them slightly outside. So 2 plus 2. There is no kind of fusion, so there is no need to use the bracket. After calyx, we will go to the corolla. Symbol for corolla is C. Now the plant has 4 corolla, so we will write 4. Right, and they are arranged in a simple manner, not in a group or in overlapping manner, so we will just write 4. Then we will move inside. It has androecium represented by A. Now how many androecium or stamens we can see? There are 6 stamens, but their arrangement is like 2 stamens are towards the outside on the lateral side and the 4 towards the inside. Right, so we will write 2 plus 4. 2 towards the lateral side and 4, a group of 4 towards the inside. So we will write like this. Then at the center the gynoecium is present, so we will use the symbol G for gynoecium, and we can see that the gynoecium has 2 carpels inside it. This is one carpel and this is the second carpel, and they are fused together into a one unit. That's why we have drawn a circle around it. This means 2 carpels are fused into one carpel, so it's a syncarpous ovary, right? So since there are 2 carpels, we will write 2 below G, and they are fused, so we will enclose the figure within the brackets. And the ovary in mustard is superior ovary. So for superior ovary, we will draw a line below G. If you remember, for superior ovary, we draw a line below G, right? So this completes the floral diagram and floral formula for mustard. Now mustard belongs to the family Brassicaceae. All right. So this is how a plant is described with the help of its morphological features. First of all, the description has to be simple, using scientific language, in proper order, and it has to be brief. Alright, first of all we describe the habit of the plant, Then we describe the vegetative characters of the plant. Then we come to the floral characters of the plant. In the floral character, we first describe the inflorescence and then the floral formula. Yes, first inflorescence and then the floral parts. When we are describing about the floral parts, we first draw the floral diagram and then we write the floral formula. For floral formula, there are certain symbols which represent the different parts and characteristics of the plant, which we have studied about, and we also drew the floral diagram for mustard and wrote down the floral formula for it. So I hope the semi-technical description is clear to you. Thank you so much.